Hello and welcome back to Pokémon Reborn. When we last left off, we were continuing to explore the city and just fight various people, and now we're going to sneak around these apartments to see what's going on. I found a common candy. I don't know what common candy is, but I'll check that out in a second. The gangs around here have been more violent lately. Is something happening? Yes, something is happening. Well, there was a big train bombing, like yesterday. An ordinary unhealthy piece of candy at lowest level, single Pokemon will have one. Who would even want that to be a thing? Maybe you could use it to sort of... I used to go on a walk through Malchus Forest every morning, but now that the Jasper Water's been locked down, there's nowhere for me to go. Maybe you could use it to, like, get a Pokemon to learn a move through level up. Hey, you with the fuzzing in the... Come here! You know, to learn a... Say you capture a Pokemon that's higher level than the move you want, and it doesn't have the move in its roster, you can feed it loads of common candies till it gets low level, and then you can teach it the move. I don't know. That seems a really complicated way to do things. Hopefully there's like a move rememberer in this game for that sort of thing. So, to clarify, I just have no idea what a common candy could be used for other than fun. God, you guys and your health scary ways. Who cares if a piece of candy is unhealthy? Eat it, enjoy it. Life is to be savoured. And this Zubat is to be defeated, but unfortunately Zubats are incredibly powerful. Well, not really, but they are at the start of the Pokemon game when all you've got are little babies who can't do anything. As you can see, Ruvik is just absolutely astonished by what's going on here, and he's just going to have to flee. He did decently, he got Zubat down to half, he could be proud of that. Let's see if Cornelius can get that other half done. Pardon me. Astonish, one of those moves that's so weak you'd never think to use it on your own, but when the AI uses it, it's always something to be feared, because it will just flinch you at the exact worst time. Luckily, I don't think that Leech Life is going to be enough to get you out of Death's Corner, so down you go, Zubat. Thank you for the challenge, I will see you later. Well, but's a hunger fluff. I'm not sure if it's just drink he's been taking. Let's see what's going on here. I used to love to stare out at the lake for hours on... I should get back inside. The air quality is too low out here for me. Maybe just a little longer. Where are they? They said they'd meet at the old factory. Maybe they meant at the other factory. It's their fault for not specifying. How careless of them. Hey, what are you looking at? Got a problem? I hope not. You don't quite know who you're messing with. Name's Fern. I'm the cool cat and the top dog. Got it? No, I don't think you do. You know what? Get ready for a lesson in class. Alright, it looks like a third rival has revealed themselves to me. And it looks like they use grass types, which makes them a person after my own heart. Unfortunately, just because they admire the type they've chosen to go with, doesn't mean I'm not going to pummel them into the dirt. No, seriously. Lotad. I used to love good old Lotad, or rather the evolution Ludicolo. I used to have him in my main team because Rain Dance plus Surf plus Ice Beam plus Energy Ball made for a damn good Pokémon. I could sweep teams with my Ludicolo back in the day. Fortunately, this Lotad hasn't quite reached that level of mastery yet. I say unfortunately, I mean fortunately, because it means, pardon me, it means that good old Ruvik stands a fighting chance. Getting that poison in is very, very important. It means that Lotad is not long for this world. Well, not long before fainting anyway. I refuse to buy into the whole death thing that I'm sure this game will hit us with eventually. It's just not going to happen for me. So you can see that Fern, the supposed classy trainer here, decided to use a potion. There's nothing classy about that, you're just dragging things on. Using items in battle is just not honourable. They're for out of battle only, if you ask me. I don't know if this is like an original piece of music, or if this is a remix of a piece of Pokemon music, but I've never heard it before. It's very bouncy and happy, isn't it? There's good old Snivy. I used to like myself a bit of Snive in Gen 5. Oh! Because yes, I literally do. I just pick the grass type every single time. It's not even logical, really, because objectively, most of the time, the other two are stronger in like a competitive sense. Like, you know, Blaziken, you see him all the time in competitive battles, but you never see Sceptile. And you can, oh god, Swampert, he shows up as well. So yeah, fire type, water type, amazing. And then it's the same with Gen 4. You can see, oh, Infernape is everywhere, and so is Empoleon. Never see Torterra. You know, the grass types of the starters, they're always really weak overall. And yet, I'm just going to pick them every single time, because I just love grass type. I just do. Grass type speaks to me. It's always spoken to me. Like, yeah, level 9. Get it done, Cornelius, but just the way you think you can get away with that? The way they can do so many status effects and how a lot of their attacks heal themselves, it's the sort of devious battle style that appeals to me greatly. So this Budew is growing, and that's quite worrying, really, because, you know, none of my Pokemon at the minute are heavy hitters. Ratty Boy's the heaviest hitter I've got, and he's like the size of a chickpea. But what I'm saying is I'm not going to be able to beat this Budew very quickly, so if they get a lot of growths in, they can literally become quite strong. As evidenced here, I believe that's the very first feint of this series. Now, good thing this is not a Nuzlocke run. I would never do a Nuzlocke run. Well, I've done Nuzlocke runs before, but I'd never do a Nuzlocke run first time on a Pokemon game I've never played. And again, Nuzlocke runs in general sort of they validate the whole idea of Pokemon death, and that's not what I'm up for. When I do a Nuzlocke run, it's not that my Pokemon die when they faint, it's that I let them go and rest in Professor Oak's garden when they faint, okay? Luckily, Edible Fred should be able to tank Budew no matter what. They may have grown a lot now and their Mega Drain is mega powerful, but I have a, well, Edible Fred has a ×4 resistance to it. Oh, and you'll notice earlier I flung a Leech Seed at Budew. That wasn't me not knowing how to play this game, this was me not knowing what rules that this make had put, because as far as I know, grass Pokemon being immune to grass status effects was only a Gen 6 thing. Ha! Way to get lucky! So yeah, it was only a Gen 6 thing, but of course this game is a hodgepodge. Whatever, man, don't have time for this. Unlike you, I have places to be and people waiting for me. So what if you're doing the Gym League Challenge? And you don't even have a badge yet? Talk about lame. Maybe you should go work on that. I, on the other hand, am required elsewhere. Later, loser. So he's like a 50s Gary Oak. Okay, I can deal with that. But yeah, as I was saying, this game, the rules, the things that apply, are like a hodgepodge of things from all the different gens. Which makes sense to me. There are oh yes, and I'm checking out. He's naughty because I never actually looked at their natures, so I thought I should do that just now. So we've got a jolly Cornelius and a naughty Ruvik, and you better believe Ruvik is naughty with his reality-altering evil ways. So yeah, that's now we've gotten to know them even better, and we could be good friends with them. See, as I was saying, it makes sense that this game be a hodgepodge. What does a factory like this produce anyway, other than waste? It makes sense that it's a hodgepodge because there have always been things from certain gens that you think works really well, and then it changes in the next gen, and you just have to wonder why. Represent! So I think, you know, picking your favourite mechanics from every gen is a good idea. But it just does mean that I don't fully know what rules we're operating under yet, so I have to do a bit of experimentation, even if that experimentation is at my own cost. Luckily, Surskit is a weakling, so I think Ruvik should have this in the bag. There we go, you're not breaking Ruvik down anytime Pardon me, good god, I'm so sorry. You're not breaking Ruvik down anytime soon. Because Ruvik, he is a scientist / serial killer / Templar that we all love, you know? Men want to be him, women want to be with him, people not in the gender binary want to sort of generally be in the vicinity of him. Unfortunately, Ruvik could not stand up to Finneon. And let me tell you a thing about Finneon. Finneon evolves into Luminion, who is one of my absolute favourite water types in terms of looks. I mean, stats-wise, they're nothing to write home about, but I do love the look of a good Luminion, so if I'm playing a game, you know, if I'm not online, if it's not a serious battle, I would gladly have a Luminion in my team. And having said that, actually, I've actually watched some battle videos where people have put Luminion to very good use, so if I was just a bit of a better trainer in general, I could have the Luminion of my dreams. Luminion seems to do quite well in double battles, I've noticed. In fact, double battles and triple battles are amazing. Like, I've played singles online, and it's a bit sort of schmeh, you know, it's a endless back and forth of swapping Pokemon that have type advantages. You're always swapping in and out, and, you know, there's only like a handful of Pokemon in the whole game that are really, really strong, so you tend to see the same guys over and over again. But double battles and triple battles, you can see some really interesting combinations there. If you want some nice, cool, varied, interesting online matches, and if you want to use some like cool, interesting teams with yourself, and not have to use the same old handful of Pokemon to stand a chance, then doubles and battles are where it's at. But we're not playing doubles and battles right now, we're playing singles, and this Finneon is absolutely wrecking me with Attract. My poor Pokemon don't seem to understand that this is not a real love, this is a temporary infatuation, and you shouldn't let it get in the way of your goals. Your goal being to viciously beat up the person you're currently infatuated with. Luckily, I think Ratty Boy is above all that. Ratty Boy is he's from the streets, he doesn't believe in love, he's too hardened and crusty, so there we go. Finneon is Finny gone. And I think that might be the end of the battle, perhaps? Yes. That don't represent nothing! Alright, $60. Oh my gosh, I forgot that we had another evolution coming. Speaking of, I think I figured out what causes the sound to go out of sync on the video. It seems to happen after an evolution, because you watch, it's about to drop out of sync again. And I think it must be this evolution sequence that briefly screws it up. Let's see what happens. So there we go, I've got a beautiful Beautifly that wants to learn Gust, and I want it to learn Gust, and I'm going to get rid of Harden because Beautifly's stats don't really suit Harden. That move is not useful for it, so there you go. Look, the sound is out of sync again, so I think this just sort of happens after an evolution, and then it fixes itself after a minute or two. I can live with that. A mystery explained is a mystery you no longer have to fear. Whew, pardon me. So, let's just carry on looking around this, again, absolutely massive city. I don't think I can handle how big it is. I'm just going to be so worried the whole time that I've missed something, but I see a door. Let's see what's going on here.
Oh, it's you again! I finally caught up to Snubble, but it isn't behaving. I know it would listen if only I had a gym badge, but I know there's no way I could get one. I'm just not sure what to do.
Snap. Well, I don't know. Maybe I can help that Schnubble. This factory is creepy. It never stops running, but nobody ever goes in or comes out of it. Oh, and oh my god, that Schnubble is disobedient. It's got me locked in, but now I'm out. Now I'm free.
Hello, trainer. Can I interest you in buying a pack of Pokesnacks? Pokesnacks are a delicious treat for your Pokemon. Feeding your Pokemon Pokesnacks will make them that much happier. But that's not all! That's not at all! Just by having these delicious, nutritious, sweet treats to eat, rare wild Pokemon will be more likely to approach you. Nah, I don't mean random encounters in the grass. Who would want that? I mean on special occasions, other Pokemon may approach you that wouldn't normally. So what do you say? What I say is that sounds like that Teddiursa I found. That Teddiursa that kept fleeing. Maybe if I have Pokesnacks in my bag, that Teddiursa will join me instead, and that will be amazing. Which makes it a shame that I fed that first bit of Pokesnacks to Warrior, but I didn't know at the time, and to be honest, Warrior deserves the treat, so I don't mind that much. Hopefully that Teddiursa will still be in the city to be found. But that's as much time as I have for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you later.